Okay guys, today we're going to be looking at the CZ Tactical Sport Orange. This is how it comes. This is no way considered an unboxing or what have you. This gun has around 400 or 500 rounds through it. Has not even been cleaned since it's had those rounds through it. So you're looking at a dirty gun. But this is how it comes. Massive box. Your typical lock, manual, all that. One reason I wanted to show this box and what all comes with this thing is you get quite a bit of extra parts and springs and little Allen wrenches to fit the gun. I think some of those are Torx heads. Extra extractor, barrel bushings, pins, springs, like fire and pin springs, recoil springs. I mean, this thing comes with about every replacement part you could ask for. I don't know if if these recoil springs are different weights, or if the triggers or the hammer springs are different weights or what have you. They don't seem to be. They're not labeled as such. Then you get this little bottle of oil that does not have an English word on it. Straight from the Czech Republic. But here you go. So here's the meat and potatoes. Here's the gun. Beautiful gun. Absolutely gorgeous gun. You can see the smoke on it where I've been shooting it. The only time this gun's been cleaned is when I first got it, took it apart, oiled it up, and put it together, and it's ran ever since. Haven't had any malfunctions with the gun. Haven't had any issues at all with it, except for one minor thing. I did have an issue with this mag well. I was shooting it, and the mag well started to slide backwards. Took an Allen wrench, tightened up this little set screw right here, and haven't had any problems since. If you loosen that set screw, you can see the mag well just sits over the gun. If you loosen that set screw, it'll slide off of the rear of the gun. There's little channels there that it'll slide into. So, a lot of positive things to say about this gun. Excellent sights. It's got the blacked out rear sight, fiber optic red front sight. Excellent for target acquisition. One thing that's a little different about this gun that you don't see on a lot of factory guns is what you call the gas pedal, or your thumb rest on this side. And what that's for is when you get your grip to come in and rest your offhand thumb on that ledge. It definitely takes a little getting used to. Not something that, if you've been shooting many handguns for very long, it's definitely something that throws you for a little bit of a loop, but not too bad. And once you get used to it, I actually really like it. It's got the extended and extra wide mag release. Don't have to reposition my hand to be able to release the mag. The thumb safety is a little bit stiff going up. Like can be stiff going up. It's really positive, but coming down, no problems at all. But if you're trying to just get it, sometimes it's a little stiff going up. Your offside is not nearly as large as your strong side. You got a large shelf there for your safety on this side. Your offside, more or less just an indicator. It would be more useful for the range officer to ensure that your gun is on safe when you're getting ready, when you make ready for a match and you're at the firing line getting ready to go. It would be useful for them to see that, yes, the gun's on safety, but there really is not a lot to get a hold of here to manipulate that. I mean, you could do it. It's just, there's not very much there at all, as you can see. Very little. And I'll roll in some close-up pictures to where you can get an idea of, a better idea of it up close. But this gun is actually really heavy. It doesn't look it, but it's a lot heavier than it looks. It's got the full length dust cover here, and to me, I think that's gorgeous. It looks like some of the old monolith less bare 1911s, and I always thought they were gorgeous. The trigger is probably one of the best aspects about this firearm. I really don't have nothing to say about it other than it is excellent. It's got the flat face trigger, feels good, good reach to it, and I'll go ahead and we'll show clear just to be sure all my guns are clear when lay them on the table. But I'll go ahead and show you the creep, and there's just very little take up there, and that's it. And that is under a 2-pound trigger. It is absolutely phenomenal. Reset, well, there's the reset, and that's it. Absolutely amazing trigger. Downfalls. One of the things that I have noticed with this firearm is the magazines. You can see the gorgeous floor plates, can't complain about that, but they could stand to be a little longer with this mag well on here. I've had issues when you seat the mag. It's not completely flush, and it's not up inside of the grip by any means, but it could definitely stand to use a little more length to really drive it home. And the second issue, and probably the last issue that I have, is also related to the magazine and the magazine well. You can see down in that mag well, there's a lip where the extended mag well here meets the frame, and you can feel it with your finger. You can feel a ledge there. And I've noticed on doing some mag drills that sometimes you can just catch the edge of one of these mags, and I mean, you can see it kind of grabs as it goes. You can just catch it, and it's just enough to throw you off. It's just enough to throw you off of a fast reload. I'll probably end up remedying that myself. It's be a real quick fix, but you know, when you paid $1,700 for a handgun, you kind of a little bummed whenever you don't have better fitment for certain parts like that. But yeah, this one is in 40 cal. It will be used range gun. I'm going to use it for USPSA. Haven't yet, but I will once I run it through its paces a little bit, get more comfortable with it. That's what this gun is marketed for, is a lot of target use, whether it be competition or what have you. It's a target gun. Comes with 3 mags, and they're all got that gorgeous floor plate. Now, if you'll notice, I have 4. One of these is a little different. It doesn't actually say orange on it. These 3, of course, came with the gun, and I purchased this one separate just because my USPSA rig, I have 3 mag carriers on my belt, and I want to start with 1 in the gun, and my mag carrier is full, so I wanted 4 mags. Well, I went to purchase this mag, and when I saw the price, I was kind of blown away. It was right at $90 for this magazine, for 1 magazine. So they are definitely pricey for sure, and I'm sure it has everything to do with this fancy orange floor plate. But yeah, you gotta match. If you got an $1,800 gun, don't cheap out on a mag. But anyways, these are, it's like I said, it's 40 cal. These are 17 round magazines, which is pretty good for flush floor plate 40 cal. But yeah, that's pretty well my opinion on this firearm. It's ran great so far. Like I said, not a whole lot of rounds through it just yet. I can keep everybody updated on how it does as the rounds go up. Plan on shooting it quite a bit this winter and hitting the USPSA with it this spring, and hopefully I'll have plenty of rounds through it, be comfortable with it, and feel good about it by the time the USPSA comes back around in the spring. So yeah, let's go shoot it a little bit. Okay guys, so we're out here on the range. I think this is the first video that I've shown my range on. So up close here, I've got some 8-inch steel targets, some 6-inch steel targets, a swinger target. I think it's 6-inch with a 4-inch on top of it. And then up there, you can see, I think it's right there. There's a 12-inch, and at 80 yards from this table right here, you can see in front of me, it's 80 yards to that. So let's show you what I'm shooting first real quick. Shooting 180 grain hand loads. These are Acme bullets. One thing I'll say real quick before I start shooting, I generally load most of my ammo close to max overall length, published max overall length. The way I shoot, I need every advantage I can get accuracy wise, but I noticed with these mags and this bullet profile, it didn't like that overall. They would kind of get jammed in the mag body. So I had to shorten up the overall length a little bit to get them to function correctly and travel up and down the mag freely. So just keep that in mind if you're going to hand load. You may want to just trial and error with your overall length. But let's send some lead down range and see what we can do with this little gun. Can't say enough about this trigger. This trigger is absolutely phenomenal. Keep in mind this gun's chambered in 40 cal. So typically 40 cal is known as having a little bit more snap to it, a little more muzzle rise when comparison to 9mm. So I'll shoot a few at that center target there, kind of fairly quick. I'm not a fast shooter at all. But just pay attention to the muzzle rise and the recoil impulse, and you can see how, you know, the weight of the gun plus utilization of this gas pedal, it really helps tame down the muzzle rise and the recoil impulse quite a bit. I don't know what else to say. It's just a good shooter. Let's see if we can send a couple up there, see what we can do. Yeah. I mean, it really, this thing just shoots. That's all there is to it. It's an excellent shooter. Don't know. It'll make a bad shooter look good. The trigger, the weight, the ergonomics of this gun. I know I haven't spoken much about it, but I'm a big CZ fan. CZs are known for their ergonomics. So I guess I just kind of take it for advantage, or take it for granted that everybody knows that CZs just feel good. But when you grip this gun, it feels like it was made for your hand. We'll run one more mag and conclude from here. Again, guys, just a phenomenal shooter. I really enjoy this gun. Granted, you get what you pay for, but I think even on a value scale, you know, this is $1,800. I think I was just over 17 by the time I got it shipped and paid for the FFL transfer, all that stuff. I was a little over 17 and a half, I believe, is where I was at. But in comparison to like a 2011 or something like that, you're going to spend a lot more money for a custom 2011 STI, something. I mean, that ballpark. For what this gun does, you really get a lot for your money. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check out my Instagram page. It's just started. I'll be posting updates and potential video content over there as well. Stick around. We'll have more videos coming up. Thank you all.